What's the question?
Are you
Ready?
wearing my shirt?
I am. I
My
am.
shirt that I left at your house
Now,
5 years
now, I
ago?
told you to take it last time.
It looked familiar.
It was late. It was laying on my coffee table. I'm like, you know what? This is a good one to wear today.
Yeah, well, when I was at your house and I looked down, I'm like, that's my shirt right there. It made it
I
from Long
told you
Island
take it.
to Florida.
It will be a waste to leave in my house and not you be used. So,
Oh, gosh, that's great. All right.
yo, what's up? Paulie Malignaggi, Tommy Rainone, another episode of Tommy and Paulie's Big Fight Forecast, where we love to delve into the gambling side of boxing, watching the sport, and discussing mostly the gambling side. We'll discuss a little bit of the topics in boxing, but mostly gambling side here. We love our parlays. If you have tuned into us before, you know that. Remember, anything we discuss on Tommy and Paulie's Big Fight Forecast is not gambling or investing advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes. This week, Tommy, we've got the beginning of a big month of action. Starting out, decent with some decent momentum here. We got the big Matias versus Dalton Smith card this weekend. A couple of fights. With Kabayel is in Europe, or is that on that card as well?
That is in the UK. That's on the zone in the
That is in
afternoon
UK.
on Saturday.
They got the heavyweight fight with Kabayel, and we're starting out with lightweights. Herrera versus, remind me, Tommy.
Nunez.
Herrera versus Nunez. Lightweights on the board. What are we talking about here?
I think this is the easiest pick of the weekend. This is 135 pounds. This guy Herrera can fight. He's going to be a player in the division quickly. 17-0, 15 knockouts. He's only 23 years old. He's Cuban, which I'm always heavy on. He's actually a Cuban living in Dubai, which is very different, right?
I wonder how maybe some money per person in Dubai got their hands on him, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
but this guy can fight, bro. He's a southpaw. He's explosive. He's extremely athletic, defensively responsible, good jab, good hand speed. I mean, he's the goods. From what I've seen, he's the goods.
Okay.
There's a 12-round fight.
What's the odds?
The odds are long. The odds were like a minus, I want to say minus 14.
It's 1,400.
Yeah. So for this one, for me, this is kind of Herrera wins the fight, and the odds on a stoppage are minus 450. The odds on a decision are plus 450. So a couple things to keep in mind. Herrera's never been the 12-round distance. I think the longest he's been is 7 or 8 rounds, right? So it's a 12-round fight. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, Nunez, who you actually called one of his fights, he had to a few years back. He fought Gervonta Davis on Showtime years back. So this is around 2019. So you would have had to call that one.
Is that the Costa Rican guy, or no?
Panamanian, I believe.
Panamanian, okay.
And this fight would have been, I believe, in Baltimore. He got stopped in 2 rounds by Davis. But that was on Showtime way back in the day. Now, Nunez is 26-7. He's been stopped 3 times. He's got 22 knockouts in his own right. I mean, listen, he's a determined guy. He can I say decent hand speed? I don't know. I mean, in comparison to Herrera, it's not. It's life. It's night and day. But he lets his hands go. Maybe slightly above average hand speed. Decent power, but he's telegraphed. He's wide open. He hasn't been fighting too many top-notch level guys. When he has, he's gotten beat. This guy Herrera has the amateur pedigree, and again, I mean, he just checks all the boxes. When I look at him, he passes the eyeball test immediately. He's in and out. Yeah.
He's the stoppage is plus 450.
No, the stoppage is minus 450. The decision is plus 450. So Nunez, what I was getting at is Nunez, believe it or not, for all that experience, 26-7, he's never been to 12 rounds himself. He's been 10 a handful of times, but he's never been 12. Herrera's never been 12. I don't see this fight going the distance. I would lean towards the Herrera KO at minus 450. For me, because I'm going to be doing a big parlay, I'm using Herrera in that big parlay. I'm going to use him as just a cherry on top at minus 1,400. Herrera wins this fight. I'm leaning towards the knockout at minus 450, and he's a lot of fun to watch. This guy's going to be at the top of the 135-pound list, top contenders in no time.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of fun lightweights in the division right now. So this guy joining the fray could be fun as including the other Cuban guy, Andy Cruz. I wonder if they even know each other, right?
Cruz, I'm sure
Cruz's fight we'll be talking about later this month. He's got a big fight against Raymond Morataya. All right, so you like the stoppage. You like Herrera over Nunez. Nunez has been stopped several times, including against Gervonta Davis. Neither guy's been 12 rounds. You know what? Makes a lot of sense. Stoppage for Herrera. That's what we like here. on Tommy and Paul's Big Fight Forecast. Next fight, Kabayel. Kabayel has been on a little bit of a roll here. He's one of the heavyweights people are talking about. What do we got here against Knyba?
Paulie, this is going to be a rarity that I say this is a no-bet fight for me, and I'm going to tell you why. The odds are so disrespectful. Kabayel's a minus. He's a minus 2,000 on the money line, Paulie. Minus 2,000.
So there's no value there, is what you're saying.
There's no value. And listen, Knyba can fight, bro. He used to train at Westbury. He used to train in my gym. I've seen him spar up close. He's 6'7". He is athletic. He uses his jab. He's got the longest reach in boxing. He's got an 86-inch reach. I mean,
is he durable? Can he go? Is he durable? Can he go the distance with Kabayel?
He's been 8. He's only been 8 rounds so far. So he's been 8 rounds. I think 3 or 4 times. He's only been scheduled for 8 rounds. So what is he? He's a 17-0 with 11 knockouts, I believe. So he's not a monster puncher, but he's a decent boxer, Paulie. So for me, these odds are so outlandishly disrespectful. Minus 2,000. I mean, is he live? I think so. Obviously, Kabayel is riding a lot of momentum now. He's got not 1, not 2, but 3 upsets in a row. I mean, he benefited from these Saudi cards as much as anybody. Obviously, the Zhang fight, the last one, he had to get off the canvas to do it. But I watched that Zhang fight again last night, and I was impressed with his boxing IQ. I mean, he went out there, and after moving around the first round, because he's got decent legs for big heavyweight, he's a 6'4" guy himself. He's got decent legs and can bounce and move a little bit, and that's what he did the first round. And then I think he realized, you know what, I'm exerting a lot of energy doing this. Zhang doesn't have the best gas tank in the world. I'm going to go right in the front door. And he started backing Zhang up, banging him to the body consistently, nonstop, puts good combinations together. So Kabayel was a very good fighter. But for me, this isn't a minus 2,000 fight. That's disrespectful, the odds.
So do you think if Knyba can go the distance, is it worth to take a stab at it for a distance fight? Kabayel on points?
I kind of look at it like this. I mean, is it a 50-50 fight? No. Yeah, I would say it's a 60-40 fight for Kabayel. That being said, there's no value at minus 2,000. So, I mean, the bill is a plus 950. It's insane, Paulie. Plus 950. So the odds on plus 950? The distance are minus 330. Stoppage. This is for Kabayel to win. So for him to win by decision is a plus 330. For him to win by stoppage is a minus 330. So the odds.
You're telling me you've been kind of impressed with Knyba. Can he pull off an upset, or is that just out of the question?
I don't know, man. Could he rise to the occasion? I mean, he's a pain in the ass. He's going to win some rounds. He's going to go some rounds. That's for sure. You're talking about a guy that in 17 pro fights, he's only lost a handful of rounds, maybe 5 rounds in his career. I don't know if he's with Top Rank anymore. I know he was fighting for Top Rank. They were heavy on him. And again, Paul, he's a 6'7" big Polish heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying. All this stuff is makes him a little kind of live. I mean, for a guy who's minus 2,000 underdog.
Oh yeah, he's live. You know, the thing with Kabayel, I mean, yeah, he's got 3 upsets in a row, and you say to yourself, like, is this guy due for a letdown at this point? Because he's pulling off these. Sometimes those things happen.
Yeah, and he's been the underdog constantly. Now he's sort of the expectation is different. Now the expectation is on him, you know, and he's got a kind of a banana peel type of opponent in front of him who could be a little tricky.
Yeah. So the reason why I say it's a no bet for me is because if it was just a money line situation, it was maybe like a minus 900, minus 800, which is still high. I would go with Kabayel. But you know what? I don't know whether or not this goes the distance. It more than likely does not. But again, you're in there with a guy that's undefeated, that's never been stopped. As you know, these guys are usually very stubborn to give up that L. He's coming to win. He knows this is his big opportunity. And he's got a nice long jib. I told you, 86-inch reach. You know, he uses that reach and keeps Kabayel on the outside. He's going to go some rounds. Could this go the distance? Who knows? I don't know if there's a stoppage or a decision type situation. So that's why for me, it's you know, a money line for Kabayel would be the bet, but not with those odds. Those odds are outlandish.
Of course. All right. Let's move on to the bet of the weekend. The one I'm talking about for this weekend is Subriel Matias against Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith has had a lot of hype in the UK. He's sort of now expected to do some. They're doing some work upstairs in the condo. Don't mind the background noise. These animals have no respect.
Stay still a little bit because you keep freezing up.
This is Jupiter, mind you.
Oh, you're in Jupiter. That's right.
Yeah. So I'll say this. You know, Dalton Smith has had a lot of expectation in the UK. In the US, he's not that known. Matias has sort of rebuilt himself as the boogeyman once again after winning the title. What's going on over here? Matias at Barclays Center. They're trying to play on the Puerto Rican fan base. But Dalton Smith is a guy that Matchroom has sort of liked and had growing here. What's the look on this fight?
The odds are tight, as they should be. I think. I mean, the odds have changed just a little bit. I think Matias opened up as like a minus 140. He might be up to about minus 170 now. So there's been money
Okay.
coming on him. As you know, Smith is very capable. He moves well. He uses angles. Good jab. Good hand speed. He's athletic. He checks a lot of boxes. You know what you're going to get with Matias. Matias is trying to break you down. He's trying to just put hands on you all night. He's a slow starter. He wants you in front of him. He wants to put you on the ropes, put you in corners, things of that nature, and he's got to slow you down. So this is going to be a very competitive fight.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it's a tricky fight, Tommy. Does this fight go to distance?
This one is
Does
tricky.
this fight go to distance? We don't know what Dalton Smith has inside, right? I mean, because this is one of those fights where you may have to suffer through it to get the win, or even suffer through it to, if he's gonna show any value to himself if he doesn't get the win, and but he is undefeated. Typically, those kind of guys are a little tougher to stop, right?
Yeah.
Matias is a guy who throws a lot of punches. Also, keep in mind this is the fight where Matias also has failed a drug test, and they deemed it that it was not enough of the illegal substance that they found in him. Apparently, even illegal substances are illegal if they don't find enough of them in you, right? Enough of a dosage in you. So, all this is to be kept in mind. What are you thinking here?
You know what? It's tricky. It's just like you said, it's tricky because this guy's got a very similar style to the loss that we saw not too long ago when Matias got beat by Paro. I mean, this Paro is a good mover, boxer, use the jab, use combinations, use angles. You want to use that game plan. You want to use that exact blueprint. That's the blueprint to use. Matias is not the most defensive responsive fighter in the world. He squares up. He makes a lot of mistakes. You can counter him. I mean, he's one of those guys that's just looking to walk you down, break you down mentally, break you down physically, and get you late. So for me, it's a tricky one, man. If there's going to be a stoppage, it's going to be late. Okay, so this is the way I'm thinking about this for the betting perspective. If it's going to be a stoppage, I see it happening late, 7 through 12 for Matias. Okay, he's going to have to really break this guy down and put in a lot of work. If it goes the distance, you know what? Smith might pull it. Smith might go the distance.
But what if he limps to the distance like I did against Cotto?
That can happen. The thing is, he's got to stay off the ropes. If the game plan, like Paro, was to just stay off the ropes and keep the action in the center of the ring, he's got a chance, and he's athletic and talented enough to do so. But does
you bring up a good point? So now I'm going to bring up another wild card. Then, if Matchroom wants Dalton Smith to win, or do they want Matias to win? What size is the ring in Barclays Center on Saturday night?
That I don't know.
Now the size of the ring plays a factor here, depending on who the promotion is looking to give the advantage to. But Matchroom has Matias on the contract. And seeing that they're putting him on Barclays Center, they want to take advantage of the Puerto Rican fan base. But I also know they've been high on Dalton Smith, who's obviously a native Brit. So, the size of the ring could come into play here as well, as far as everything.
Yeah, no, this promotion is built around Matias in Brooklyn. Doesn't have the best undercard, honestly. So that's why we're not covering anything else on it, because there really isn't much of an undercard to cover. It's not on the books. So this is a fight. I'm not expecting a big attendance there. I'm not going myself because I'm away this weekend. I know a couple of people that are going, and there's plenty of available tickets. So, they're trying to build them up at Barclays, but you got to do that with an undercard.
Needless to say, he's not Cotto or Trinidad.
No, he's not. No, he is not. He's not even Danny. He's not Danny. Well, not Danny Garcia. Drew. Danny Garcia had a good fan base too. Yeah. He's not even Zaya. Let's put it that way. But you know what? So what I was getting at, Paulie, I think the safest bet here, all right, is rounds. All right. So I don't know. I think he stops him. I think there's a possibility for a stoppage 7 through 12. I also think there's a possibility this fight does go the distance, whether he limps to the distance or whether he pulls off the upset. So for me, the smartest bet, over 7.5 rounds, minus 275.
Okay, I like that actually. I like that. And plus, with these kind of fights, the live bet could come into play as well. Even Knyba and Kabayel, right? You start looking at it, maybe a live bet situation comes into play.
Yeah, if I start noticing that Knyba, who's never been past the round, if I'm noticing by round 5 that he's laboring and he's having some stamina issues, that might be a live bet situation.
Yeah. You know what? I do over 7.5. I don't usually give a comment on your picks, but I'm really liking that one actually.
Yeah,
and it's not bad odds, minus 275. That's actually looks rather solid.
Doesn't matter who wins. It covers my ass in both directions. I just need the rounds.
Dalton has value. All right. Nice one, man. Nice one. All right, man. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Tommy and Paulie's Big Fight Forecast. We made it quick. We got a big month of boxing. There is a lot of fun boxing going on in January. Tune in every week. Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think of our picks and what picks you got as well. That's Tommy Rayno, and I'm Paulie Malignaggi. This is Tommy and Paulie's Big Fight Forecast.